50 episodes. 50 episodes of pop figure unboxing. That's how many episodes I've done thus far. So then people ask me, Glindon, if this is your 50th pop figure unboxing video, well then, how do you have 66 pop figures? And the true answer is, a lot of the pop figures I've reviewed have been reviewed in Hot Topic hauls. So, like, there's been about 11 of my pop figures. Like, about 11 of my pop figures have been reviewed in the 3 Hot Topic hauls I've done. So, it's not all just in pop figure unboxing. And actually, 12 of them, one of them was in the Rick and Morty mystery box, so I reviewed it in that video. But there's a lot of pop figures I didn't just dedicate one video to, because, like, I got, like, a bunch of stuff at Hot Topic and I want to review it. Or, like, it's in the Mr. Meeseeks mystery box and I'm just going to review the pop figure there. And all that. And sorry for my messy frickin' hair. I have no way of combing that down. I tried using water and it didn't work, and I don't have any hair gel, so it's just gonna be crazy up over here. But my 50th pop figure video is going to be on a very interesting one, and one of my favorite pop figures. Go follow me on Funko Amino if you want to see. I'll leave the. I need to talk slower. A lot of people tell me I need to talk slower because they can't understand what I'm saying. I'll leave the link in the description to my Funko Amino page so that you guys can follow me on Funko Amino and see all the pop figures before I do a video on them. So you see all the pop figures, and I'm actually going to be doing a post on Funko Amino about my favorite pop figure, and there's a whole thing going on. If you join the Amino, you'll see it. But yeah. This one isn't my favorite, but it's one of my favorite. It's Pennywise with the spider legs pop figure. And this one was only $10. And for a pop like this, $10 is a freaking steal. There's not a whole lot of pop figures I want from it. The only other one I can think of that I want is, the Chase version of Georgie, where he has the, removable arm. That's a really cool one. The Chase version of Georgie, where you can, like, take off and put back on his arm. That's a really cool figure that I want. But, yeah, let's get this bad boy, clown, spider, demon, whatever Pennywise is, out of here. And the detail is incredible. I need to move the camera back a bit. The detail on this guy is incredible. I especially like the shadowing and shading around the eyes, the giant massive teeth in his mouth that just, like, stick out further than everything else. Look at that side view. Look at that profile. Look how far the teeth stick out from the head. Yeah, just his hair all, like, standing up all wild and crazy. How the spider legs are kind of morphing through, kind of, like, burst through the sleeves. To me, the spider legs look a lot more like, he doesn't stand very well, honestly. He doesn't like to stand very well. I mean, you can get him to stand, but he doesn't, like, the slightest things will probably knock him over. So, yeah. I think it looks more like a praying mantis than it does a spider. Because if, like, spider legs would be like if he had, like, legs on the bottom of him, like that. Like, spider legs, not spider arms. Because, like, they're coming out of his arms. I think it would have been really cool if they, like, made his bottom like a spider. Like, just, like, morphed this into a spider and had 8 legs. I don't believe that happens in the movie. It's been a very long time since I've seen the It remake. I only saw it once, and that was quite a while ago. Like, around when the It remake first came out. So, yeah. This one looks a lot creepier than the original. Obviously, I mean the original It that came out in 19-something. I don't know. But, all the detail and shading, all that, it looks really good. How the things, the spider the spider thingamajiggers are more like they're bloody-ish. That's a weird sentence, but it's the truth. The more you think about how those are spider legs, the more it kind of confuses you. Just don't focus on how those legs are too much, and you won't ruin it. Like, he looks almost exactly like the film. There are a few kind of places where there's sloppy paint where they could do better, but it's very minute, and you can't really see. You can't really see too well, but there are cracks in, like, the very top of his head. There's, like, cracks that go down. I think that looks really cool. It's kind of like a crack in his head, I guess. As far as I'm also aware, there's I believe there's a pop figure of Pennywise where he's got the, okay, we're just gonna leave this figure over here like we always do, and we're just gonna talk about stuff now for the rest until we hit 10 minutes like we normally do. I believe there's a pop figure of Pennywise where he has, like, I think it's a harpoon where it, like, goes through his head, and then, like, half of his face is normal, and then he has a giant mouth on the side, and, like, he's got the really long claws. I believe they made a pop figure of that scene, and I really, really want that pop figure. That's a really cool scene in the movie. There's also a movie moments of it where it's like Georgie bending down and Pennywise is like looking out of the sewer. That's also another really cool thing. And oh yeah, a pop figure I think would be like really cool to make, or like a movie moments pop figure would be like Pennywise, like a 6-inch movie moments one where like it's a giant TV screen and there's a giant thing of Pennywise. Spoilers if you haven't seen the new It. I probably should have said that at the beginning. But there's like a giant TV screen and Pennywise is just like popping out of it with his giant self with his like. That's my favorite scene in the whole It remake is where he's coming out of the projector TV screen on the wall, and he's just like there, and like his half of his body is like facing into the wall of where the projector is, and then he's like crawling out. I think that'd be amazing to do. I believe they already have a pop figure where like Pennywise's hair goes into the mom. That's also like from like almost the same scene. It's from like almost the exact same time. It's like a few minutes before he pops out of the screen. No, it's like 1 minute before he pops out of the screen even. So yeah. If you haven't seen the new It remake, go watch it because there's a lot of cool, great scenes I didn't jump though. The only time I jumped was one time when Beverly turned around and he was just behind out of nowhere with no warning. That's the only time I jumped. And one more pop figure I think would be really cool to make of the It remake is the flute painting girl. The one with the distorted face that like it looks like she had a really long face and someone just took a shovel and just went bonk and then just like squished her face over to the side. If you've seen the new It, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the flute girl that comes out of the painting with the really sharp teeth. People who have seen the new It know the character I'm talking about. I think that'd be a really cool pop figure to make. I'd really be interested in how Funko would do that. Back to Pennywise for the last 2 minutes. Everything on this looks great. Even though he doesn't have eyebrows, you can really tell the expression he's got on his face. Even though he doesn't have eyebrows, you can still see the part where the skin is, and it looks really cool. All the marks in between the eyes. Basically, all the detail is amazing. His nose and all the makeup and all that, and, like, even the blood going out of the mouth a little bit, and, like, all the details all around everywhere is all really good. The only thing is that I wish maybe it's just mine. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's just mine that can't stand very well. But I think it would have been good if he, like, came with a stand. So that he came with a stand. Because a lot of times he doesn't really want to stand. And that kind of irritates me. So, yes, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he likes to stand. Sometimes he's fine with standing. But the slightest things will knock him over. Like, I mean, I'm kind of pressing a little hard. But sometimes he'll, fall. Unless you stand him just right, he's gonna fall. And even now, he's still, leaning backwards. His heels are the only thing on the ground. But, yeah, this video's at 10 minutes. I'm gonna be doing a live stream later. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you had a good day. Klein out.